Welcome to Spearfish, South Dakota. Located on the northern tip of the Black Hills, this city is rich in beauty, charm, and some of the best motorcycle riding the Black Hills has to offer. The town of Spearfish was founded in 1876 during the Black Hills Gold Rush and was used as a base camp, supplying miners with all sorts of commerce. In 1893, the railroad came to the area and the natural beauty of Spearfish was no longer a secret. Spearfish's newest industry was tourism, and the iconic Spearfish Canyon was the backbone of that tourism. Ride along as we explore the history and beauty of Spearfish Canyon. Hi, I'm Jacob. I travel for a living and ride motorcycles for fun. Ride along as my dad and I explore the lesser-known roads of western South Dakota. The entrance to Spearfish Canyon lies down an unassuming two-lane road to the south of the city. As the rider enters the mouth of the canyon, you soon leave the hustle and bustle of modern architecture behind and travel into nature. Trees, plants, and flowers all begin to surround you, and you start to feel the coolness of the canyon air. This area is rich in history. After the gold rush of the 1880s, the Grand Island and Wyoming Railroad built a line from the city of Spearfish to the town of Deadwood. This line was rugged, consisting of over 3,000 feet of vertical rise, 75 curves, and 33 bridges. The line passed through the now ghost towns of Preston and Trojan, which is home to the Wharf Mine. The railroad made a once-a-day trip from Spearfish to Deadwood, hauling gold ore, tourists, and the outdoor adventure deep into the heart of the Black Hills. The railroad continued to steam in and out of the canyon for many decades. In 1933, the railroad was abandoned due to a flash flood of Iron Creek. For the next decade, the only way in and out of the canyon was by horseback, wagon, or truck over the rough, muddy remains of the railroad bed. In the 1940s, the state of South Dakota incorporated the road into the State Register of Roads and started a project to pave and smooth the road, which followed the old railroad bed up the canyon. In 1950, with car culture all the rage, the new road opened, and visitors could visit Spearfish Canyon once again. There's one thing that has left its mark on the Black Hills more than most. That is the Homestake Gold Mine. The Homestake Mine was once one of the world's largest gold mines. Discovered in 1876, gold has shaped this landscape through numerous mines, the largest of which was Homestake. The Homestake Mine ran for 126 years and gave birth to the city of Leeds, South Dakota, which is named for a mining term, the outcropping of gold-bearing ore. Homestake pumped out the gold, and they wanted more. The digging continued until the Homestake Mine was dug down to the 8,000-foot level, or about a mile and a half beneath the town of Leeds. At its peak, the mine had over 370 miles of tunnels and covered an area of over 100 square miles. A mine as large as Homestake required a lot of electricity. The directors of the mine decided to use Spearfish Creek as a means to create that electricity. As you ride up Spearfish Canyon, you will see the evidence of days gone by, where Spearfish Canyon was dammed, diverted, and pumped to create an elaborate hydroelectric system. Still in operation today, Hydro 1 is located in Spearfish, just off the highway, and was the original hydroelectric plant. As the mine grew, another was needed, and in 1917, Hydro 2 was created. Near Hydro 2, you will find the Maurice Dam. Construction on the Maurice Dam began in 1909 and was completed in 1911. The dam was created to channel water down a 5-mile-long aqueduct through the walls of Spearfish Canyon to provide water to the original hydroelectric plant. By the time Homestake Mine closed in 2002, the mine had produced over 40 million troy ounces of gold. Today, Homestake, while no longer a gold mine, continues to make an impact on the area. The old Homestake Mine is now home to the nation's deepest underground laboratory, the Sanford Underground Research Facility. As you ride through the canyon, you will begin to see the limestone cliffs rising ever higher and higher. The next stop on the ride through Spearfish Canyon is Bridal Falls, named for the thin veil of water that flows out of Rubicon Gulch up above. While this waterfall is spring-fed and flows throughout the year, the flow rate will vary based on recent rainfall and snowpack. For the more adventurous rider, Spearfish Canyon has many hikes. One of the more popular hikes in Spearfish Canyon is Devil's Bathtub. Devil's Bathtub is a series of small pools formed in Squaw Creek. The hike is about 1 mile long, and there is a very good chance you will get wet. As you continue your ride up Spearfish Canyon, pay attention on the left of the road, and you'll find the Kissing Rocks. Here, 2 massive rocks have let loose from the canyon walls above and have fallen into the creek below. As you venture further into Spearfish Canyon, you'll come across a beautiful sight. 2 canyons and 2 creeks come together. This is Savoy. Savoy was originally founded as a timber mill town to provide timber for the construction of the railroad. In 1906, the town was sold to an investor and was transformed into a resort, hosting many visitors, including President Teddy Roosevelt. As time went on, more development occurred, and Savoy is now home to a 54-room lodge, which is open to the public. Savoy is a base camp to visiting 2 large waterfalls. To the south, up Little Spearfish Canyon, is Roughlock Falls, and immediately to the north is Spearfish Falls. Roughlock is a multi-tiered waterfall. It is a short 1-mile walk from Savoy, or a short drive up a gravel road. A short hike from the parking lot in Savoy, you will find the second waterfall. Spearfish Falls forms where Little Spearfish Creek falls into Spearfish Creek, creating a 50-foot tall, year-round waterfall. After leaving the town of Savoy, you can continue east to the canyon, and you'll notice the limestone cliffs towering 600 feet above you. On your right as you ride, you'll find another small dam. This is the old Spearfish Creek Dam. This is another mark of the Homestake Gold Mine, as this dam was created to control waterfall into the Maurice Dam further down the line. Continuing your journey up the canyon, you may notice a number of trees down to your left and right. This is the aftermath of a series of EF1 and EF2 rated tornadoes that occurred in this area in 2020. While tornadoes are very rare in the high elevations of the Black Hills, they do happen. The National Forest Service has done extensive cleanup work, but it will still take time for the ponderosa pine, Black Hills spruce, aspen, and burdock trees to grow back. The town of Elmore is next in the line, as we head east through Spearfish Canyon. Elmore was established as a railroad and trading town, and was located on the original railroad line. Heading southeast out of Elmore will bring us to Icebox Gulch, the home of Cheyenne Crossing. Icebox Gulch got its name from the cold waters of Spearfish Creek. This was a stop on the Cheyenne, Wyoming to Deadwood, South Dakota stagecoach line in the late 1800s. Stagecoaches would often stop here to resupply and let horses rest. The cool waters of Spearfish Creek were ideal for storing meat and food, thus giving birth to a restaurant. Through the decades, this stage stop has evolved and is presently one of the most popular restaurants in the northern Black Hills. From the end of Spearfish Canyon at Icebox Gulch and Cheyenne Crossing, you have 2 choices. You can head south through O'Neill Pass and continue to Newcastle, Wyoming, or you can go north up Highway 85 to lead in Deadwood, South Dakota, and the Homestake Gold Mine. Well, Spearfish Canyon is not the only canyon in the Black Hills. It is certainly one of the most iconic. As you ride, ride slowly, enjoying the unique scenery and history that greets you at every turn.